What it do, flight crew? FTC. Flight team stand up! NBA is officially back and it's getting closer and closer. We got all the official NBA Media Day coverage, thanks to y'all. We got clips. We got stuff we can look at on Twitter exclusively. Preseason starts this week, man. Hey, man, it's felt like a minute since basketball's been gone, but at the same time, it felt like it went by fast, and this is what we like to see. NBA Official Media Day. We got LeBron and Bronny troll each other after going at it in a 1v1 at Lakers practice.
LeBron and Bronny together at their first media day for the Lakers.
Dog, this is crazy, bro.
The week.
Guys, literally, when LeBron got into the league, I don't even think Bronny was born yet. Here, 21 years later, you know what I'm saying? They posing for the NBA media picks, bro. You cannot hate on it. This is inspirational. Like, guys, you got to take all types of motivation from this, bro. It's literally like father passing down everything to the son, but within, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, slowly but surely and responsibly, you know what I'm saying? And with Bronny also being his own person and stuff like that as well, too. But, bro, like, this is I feel like as any parent, bro, like, it's just like a good representation of how it's supposed to be, bro. Like, this is inspirational as hell. And it's the first time this is ever happening in the NBA, I think, when they're playing, the dad and the son's playing on the same team. Yo,
at a Lakers practice,
this is, like, seriously, like, I think you guys either literally, like, this NBA season is probably going to be the most important NBA season other than all the seasons that the Warriors won the championship. And also, like, you know what I'm saying, other historical moments. But all jokes aside, like, because I don't think this is going to happen again low-key for, like, a long time, bro. This 2024 NBA 2024-2025 NBA season is going to be the one for the books.
LeBron and Bronny got matched up on each other, and LeBron took him to the paint and scored on him, then had some friendly trash talk after that. But here is LeBron and Bronny talking about that moment, and it's quite funny. Take a look.
You guys had a moment at practice that was well documented last week. We heard your take on it, where you said great defense, but better offense. Can we get your vantage point? What you thought about that?
All right. In all seriousness,
please.
I looked at the film and he did step out of bounds, but I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there right now.
That's a big part of it.
But
what do you mean you're not gonna go there right now? You just went there.
I mean, I never did. But
I stepped out of bounds.
He stepped out of bounds.
They don't even have that camera angle of the baseline like that.
Damn, Bronny saying he didn't have the cameras on. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, my man Bronny gotta chill. LeBron about to make that office call and release him next morning. Nah, just all jokes.
Tell about the stop I got on you when you dribbled out of bounds, though.
No, that was a foul too. Slapped my whole arm, and we see.
Did they call it?
No.
Did the ref call it?
I mean, I'm not gonna get that call right now. I'm not gonna get that call right now. I'm playing against
you were
a
rookie
guy on this.
Exactly.
This,
is freaking amazing. For the first time in other sports, we've seen father-son. But can you see the freaking resemblance in their answers and their mannerisms and what's going on?
Ahead of this historic moment, you mentioned that you and Bronny discussed certain things, such as, he's not allowed to call you dad on the court. What other things have you guys discussed behind the scenes to make this milestone work? And in addition to that, we all know when you expressed that this dream started for you, but personally, when did you decide it was your dream to play with your son?
Well, I mean, we don't. To be honest, if you have kids, I mean, at my age and his age, there's not really much interaction going on a day-to-day basis. I mean, he comes down, he eats, he goes to his room, plays a video game. I'm down there with my wife, we watching a movie, stop in. So it's not much like, hey, meet me at the table at 5 o'clock. We need to discuss work tomorrow. No, that doesn't happen.
All right, now, hope it stays that way until y'all, start losing. If you get, obviously they're not going to go 82-0, but once that losing streak starts happening, is that going to be the same thing?
But
or will it be kicked out the crib? All jokes.
He's been in this rim of the game of basketball since he was born, obviously. I've played in the NBA longer than he's been alive. So, he understands the nuances of it as far as just being around the game, but now he's a man and it's time for him to learn and get better with that. So, I guess I don't know if he's even coming up here, you can ask him the questions of how he feels about it. I know I'm super happy for him. Our family's super proud of him, and that's pretty much it. I mean, if we get a couple opportunities on the floor throughout the course of the season, obviously that's going to be amazing. It'd be awesome, and we'll wait for that moment when it happens, and then go from there.
Look at LeBron, man, and Bronny. So inspirational. All right, we got another clip right here. We got LeBron's wife, Savannah, playing as Bronny in NBA 2K25.
Said that his wife, Savannah, only plays 2K with Bronny.
I have a video on my phone of Savannah playing NBA 2K. She doesn't play. He hasn't seen it. She does not play video games. But she went in practice mode and played with her son on practice mode. I forgot to post it. I was going to post it for the world, but I have not yet. But it is super cool. I might have to get a world, later on today. But she was playing with Bronny, and she never. I said, okay, this is what it takes to get you on the video game. So.
And everyone jumped straight into the comment section saying that he's capping again, but he had to drop the
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. That's the first thing I was thinking about in the back of my head. It looked like that was gonna go on one of those, you know what I'm saying, the LeBron James cap comps or something.
Story, this is
but nah, it looks like it's real.
Savannah literally playing with her created character.
W family, bro. Bronny, only way to pick up it is Savannah's IG tag.
Green Bay. All the way you put
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. If he said Irish Spring Green, I would have lost it.
Only way I could get her to play the game. They go dunk one. Oh, 8. Okay, that was all right. That's a good shot. You know how to do a dunk?
Hey, she's better than some of y'all in the park, bro.
Like commuting together or any, like you and your dad, like do you know any of that? Are you gonna sync up your rides to and from practice or anything like that?
Definitely not. It's already so much that we've been grouped together as I'd like to stay away as possible from that guy.
Damn! Oh, damn, Bronny, you're gonna go on the trade block after this, bro. It's all good. They might edit this out, so you're only looking at it through the reaction, I guess. But nah, all jokes aside, nah, that's actually inspirational, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and honestly, I hope just in all other sports and stuff like football, baseball, hockey, and et cetera and stuff, like this becomes more of like a common trend and stuff. I honestly think I can see that actually happening, to be honest with you, especially with the how the generation and everything is going, social media is within the next 10, 15 years and stuff. But that's pretty fire, man. That's fire. All right, the next we got Anthony Edwards reacts for the first time to Cat being traded to the Knicks. Now, if you kind of been paying attention to like the Timberwolves have been in a rotation on and off through like the last 2 or 3 like seasons of us reacting to like the NBA. But we can clearly see that like if it's anybody on the Timberwolves team, Cat was probably closest to Ant Edwards. And it always kind of seemed that way from like he would always they would have each other's backs in like the interviews and stuff like that, or there'll be like bloopers and stuff, and it'll be like, you feel me, like Ant and Cat kind of together. It kind of looked like they was almost like best friends on and off the court. So it's kind of interesting to see what he's going to say about all this. We'll start speeding up some of these clips and stuff too.
And then some other pieces. I think they're trying to get a third team involved to get the deal officially done. But obviously Anthony Edwards close with Cat. Here's his reaction to the trade and the acquisitions of those 2 players that I just said. But first, let me know your thoughts in the comment section about the trade. Cat to New York. Here's Ant's reaction.
What's up, man? Cat gets traded, big trade. And just what's your kind of overall reaction thinking to what Cat meant to you in your career, and then the changes that are coming with Julius and Dante coming?
I think everybody know Cat, my brother. So that definitely hurt. But it's a business, so I just got to roll with it. And I'm ready to get they're not here yet, so I'm ready to get to know them. And try to figure it out and get it figured out as fast as we can, because we're trying to get back to where we was and go even farther.
Does that come as a surprise to you? Do they check in with you and like, hey?
I was on the plane, so they couldn't really check. Yeah, I was in the air, so they couldn't really check in with me.
What was it like just building that relationship with Cat over these last few years?
It was incredible. That's what we talked about once I landed. Like, we talked on the phone, like through messages, and we was just talking to each other about everything, like how it started. And he sent me a picture of him in the gym at like 3 a.m, so that was kind of funny.
Damn.
Anthony, you look at it as your job to make Julius feel at home, and are you the leader now, or you got to be the one that brings him in and works with him? And
how you make that reaction?
I would guess, yeah. I think I got the most years on the team now as far as in Minnesota besides Nas. I think I'm right after Nas by a year, so I think I'm probably gonna have to be the person that gets him, comfortable.
What does that mean when you say make him comfortable? Like for you, what will you do?
I mean, he's a basketball player, so of course he's gonna be involved with basketball. Just let him know, like, whatever you did over there, come do it over here. We just want to win. Same rules apply. We just want to win. So it should be pretty simple for him to, get in line with everything that we're trying to do.
You talk about being the, a leader of this team now. It seems like at the end of last season when Karl got hurt was your first time. I mean, obviously he came back for the playoffs, but those last 20 games of the year, it was really like Ant's team. What did you take from that time? What grew in you at, kind of at the end of last season that makes you feel like you can be the number one option kind of on your own?
I don't know, man. I feel like it's kind of weird to talk about it because he just got traded. So that's my dog, man. It wasn't like a 1 or 2 situation. It was we both was the one. We just played off of each other. So I mean, I'm happy to be whatever the guy that they want me to be now. But we was just together, so it's hard for me to talk.
What's the guy you want to be now?
The guy that the team needs me to be. Whether it's scoring, passing, defending, getting rebounds, or just showing everybody that I'm coachable. Because, Finchie, he coach hard, man. So just being a leader by example, just let him coach me and not really, saying anything back. Just, being a good player.
All right. So to cap it off, now,
back.
it sounds like maybe Ant was kind of a little bit, heard about it, but he's getting into a phase where it's like, hey, I got to move on from this. We got the NBA season about to start. He's ready to, get to know Randall of John and DiVincenzo and stuff. I ain't going to lie. I'm not trying to be like that toxic type, but, I don't really see Randall LeJohn and Ant kind of getting it seems like 2 different personalities, if you know what I'm trying to say. And I really hope it just doesn't affect anything of how they play on the court, So we're going to probably see how that pans out. Do y'all think the Timberwolves are going to go the same playoff run as how they did last year? Or what is y'all's take on that? All right, so next we have random interviews, you know what I'm saying? Start out with the man Jaja.
What's going on, Ja? Just
he's gonna be coming back after that injury.
Some of these guys you already talked about.
I think, I'm gonna predict Ja's gonna have a really big comeback this NBA season. I think he's gonna finish out in the top 3 MVP voting race with Curry winning it. But I think Ja's gonna make that big comeback this year.
This year 6 for you now. When you look at this entire
and we won't
roster,
look at the full interviews too.
The guys that they put around, as Clyman said, the core players, you, Des, Jaren. How do you feel this Grizzlies roster this year stacks up with some of the previous rosters that you've had?
I honestly feel like this is, one of the best rosters, we had, on paper depth-wise. And, now being able to, see the guys, go out and, when we playing and stuff, gives me, even more confidence. I feel like we're pretty much loaded in every position. And it's going to be interesting to see, how it all pans out.
What's up, y'all?
What's up?
I know you're a gym rat. I know you miss being on the court. What are you going to take about getting back out there on a regular basis, competing back at the highest level?
You said what I'm going
to? Get out most, but getting back out there and playing on a regular basis.
I mean, it's, what I love to do. Obviously, it's my job. Obviously, I want to be out there every game. So now my main focus is to, be able to do that. So, recovery has pretty much been the biggest thing for me, obviously this offseason because of my shoulder and then ramping back up and, having recovered the other parts of my body. So that's pretty much what I'm taking for. Obviously excited to be back out there on the floor and fight with the guys, but I'd rather play every game than, just half. So.
Taylor talked about kind of your joy being taken from you from not playing basketball for so long. Is there a way you want to look back at the last year, maybe a year from now? Is there something you'll want to remember sort of about maybe the good or the bad that might have come from that?
Pretty much everything. The last 2 years, everything that I've experienced, everything that, I've been through, I want to, remember, that feeling I felt, each time, no matter, what situation it was. I felt like it helped me a lot, helped me grow more into a better job. Right now, I'm probably the happiest I feel like I've been in a while.
Nice,
and, just having my family, my
mental health is everything, y'all.
The little things I was doing to, keep me going, and that makes me happy. Being able to do it, this offseason, catching up with a lot of, my family, it's been good.
All right. I think this is a pretty cool way to cap it off on that part for what Ja got to say and stuff for the Grizzlies. You guys have any predictions with the Grizzlies and how they're going to perform this year? All right, let's start getting into some of the Warriors players. We got the man Draymond Green, and then after that, we're going to look at what actually, I ain't going to lie, I'm trying to look at what Simmons and Ben got to say. I'm trying to look at what Kyrie and then Klay got to say, and then low-key Zion. All right, so Draymond Green, let's see what he got to say. We'll look at about 2-3
Draymond,
minutes of this.
Good to see you as well.
So this team is not used to these long off seasons like you had this off season. What was that like for you? Because you guys are usually, running around until June and stuff.
It was weird. You kind of worked out. I took a break, worked out, got bored, took another break, started back working out. But just did a lot of stuff that had nothing to do with basketball. Spent a lot of time with family. Got a lot of stuff done on the business side. So, just try to take advantage of the time. But it was definitely weird. It was long.
Was there enough time to physically refresh a little bit?
Yeah, you definitely. Within reason as much as you can. It's funny because I was telling my trainer, we were lifting yesterday. He's like, "How your body feel?" It's like, "I feel good." He's like, "All right, so you're 100%." I'm like, "I'll never be 100%. That would never happen for me." Within reason.
See, I didn't even know that. So he basically just admitted that Draymond hasn't been playing at 100%, and how long this has been going on?
Season of 13 years of basketball, I feel great, and so.
But he just said in his 13 years of basketball, he feels great. I mean, I don't.
You try to let your body recover as much as you can, but after all the wear and tear, I don't think you ever see 100% again.
And last thing is, how much did you personally miss the postseason? I mean, that's what you guys play for.
I miss it a lot. I tend to play my best basketball that time of year, so to not kind of have that outlet, if you will, that's you go the whole season looking forward to that, and to not play in it, and it's never fun. But we're about 6 months removed from not playing in it, so it doesn't feel as bad as it felt when it was going on. But it was tough to watch.
Draymond, we know you went up to Paris for the final game, final 2 games?
No, I went for the final game.
Final game, yeah. Just what was, you've seen Steph do that many times, to see him do it there.
I will say, now we got to obviously wait until how these NBA games and stuff play out and, who pisses Draymond off. But I'm not going to lie. For the most part, am I tripping? Draymond looks a lot like, he mentioned that he took a lot of good breaks and stuff throughout this time of, the Warriors not making the playoffs and just it being generally the off season. I'm not gonna lie, Draymond genuinely looks like, you know what I'm saying, like a lot more composed and a lot less like anxious / irritated, if it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? He looks like really, really relaxed. You know what I'm saying? And that's paused by it anyway, just in case. But, all jokes aside, it's just like, I honestly hope he just keeps it to under hopefully 5 texts throughout an entire 82-game NBA season, which I know from Draymond Green's standpoint is usually borderline impossible. But I ain't gonna lie, he does look a little bit more composed, So I don't know.
Aging both of your careers. Just what
well,
was
it had
that?
absolutely nothing to do with me.
Yeah, okay.
But to see him kind of embrace that moment, with the who's of basketball, especially over the last 20 years. And I think what I appreciated most about it was watching the guys that don't get to play with him, how their reactions to being on the same side as him. I thought that was pretty cool, to see him after all these years of not playing in the Olympics, and everybody's, Steph's never playing the Olympics. Is he going to do the Olympics? He's going to end his career not doing the Olympics. And to watch him go own that moment the way he owned the moment. Only he can do that, he had a very pedestrian Olympics. And then he get to the final 2 games, and it's Steph, right? Like, most people in his, if you're in that situation, most people, you get taken out of the lineup, you get, it doesn't end the way it ended for him, But with Steph, he wasn't shooting well, but you always know it only takes one, and he hit one, and what follows, and we saw it happen. And so I thought it was absolutely incredible to see. I was honored to be there for the moment, to watch him have that moment and to witness that. It was amazing because all of the stuff he's done in the NBA is great, and everybody around the world knows him. Outside of America, I think everyone else takes the Olympics more serious. Like, if you go talk to most Europeans, they'd probably rather win an Olympic gold medal rather than win an NBA championship. It's not that way for us growing up. You grow up in America, the goal is to win an NBA championship. All of a sudden, you realize, oh, man, I may be good enough to play on Team USA. I want the opportunity to win an Olympic gold medal. Nikola Jokic grew up dreaming of winning an Olympic gold medal, not winning an NBA championship. To see him on that stage where everyone else in the world is watching that thing and that's the thing that you need to do in order to be this guy in our eyes. Michael Jordan went to Barcelona in 1992. Look what he did, right? You start to look at what those guys have done,
And Steph needed that. And to watch him not only go get it, like we all, we always say you play on Team USA, the hard part is making the team. Once you make the team, we're going to win. So you're going to get a gold medal. He made that his moment and getting the gold medal. And that was as special as anything I've ever seen him do.
You guys certainly recruited Paul George this summer, even tried to get it on the marketing. That didn't happen. I was just wondering your perspective on, those things not happening and what the roster kind of reconfigured to where it is today.
I like the way the job Mike's done with reconfiguring the roster. I thought Mike did it and Joe and his organization, they did an incredible job of not panicking. In the moment where you feel like, you miss out on a guy or two, most people go make a bad deal because everyone around the world, everyone, the microscope that's always on this organization for the last 10 years, it's still there. And everyone around has thoughts about what this team should look like, the makeup of the roster, who they think should be on the roster. And to see them stand pat and say, no, we're going to pluck away. We're going to sign a Buddy Hield. We're going to sign a DeAnthony Melton. We're going to sign a Kyle Anderson and just pluck away and chip away at it. I thought that was incredible. I thought it shows who this organization is, and it is a testament to Mike Dunleavy and who he is as a basketball mind, a guy who's grown up in the NBA his whole life. And like I said, in most situations, you see someone panic and they make a move that set them back for 5 years. And you said one move in this league, it can pretty much set you up for how the next 10 years of your organization is going to go.
Facts.
And sometimes the best deal you can make is to not make a deal. And I think we did a great job in going out and getting pieces that's going to help this team grow.
I said we weren't going to usually react to the full interviews, but I ain't going to lie. Draymond's spitting some gems in here, bro. I'm not going to lie. One thing that I'm also taking into note and account is he basically explained, especially you had to hear that out for the last 2 minutes, Warriors fans, how he really felt about all the signings and the trades that went down in this offseason. And I mean, from the looks of Draymond, he looks like he's pretty satisfied and happy. It seems like maybe he's a lot more happy that they didn't just go out and trade or sign just any random not even random, but just all-star player or whatever, because it could have potentially set the franchise back 5 or 10 years, which is facts from any NBA team standpoint at least, because it's just you sign the wrong player, this happens, whatever, it's just a big setback. I want to see how that, if he sticks to everything he's talking about midway throughout the NBA season, because if you guys have been, paying attention to what I've been saying about, the recent Warriors, I feel like they could have did a lot better throughout this offseason, taking more advantage of signing different players or making certain trades happen. But, I mean, from the sound of it, Draymond has a lot more confidence. I also want to see Curry's interview and see how he actually feels about everything and if it matches up with around Draymond is talking about. It's about 30 seconds.
Will allow young guys opportunity to grow and yet keeping the future of this organization as bright as it's ever been.
Did you enter this offseason thinking, considering how the past 2 seasons went, we do need a little bit of a facelift, a bit of a changing with the roster?
I think every year, even when you win a championship, you need a facelift. The likelihood that you're going to win a championship, return with the same exact team and win again is hard because everyone is now building to beat that team that just won. And so my approach it's no different than if you just won a championship. When we won a championship in 2022, that next year we were trying to figure out what moves can we make that are going to help us win a championship, because we won't go back again with this team and win another championship. That's just not the way it goes. And so I think the mindset is the same. Every year you go into the summer, you better be looking to get better. If you won a championship and you're not looking to get better, you will lose next year. If you didn't win a championship, you better be trying to figure out how to win it. And so I think my mindset is the same as going into every year. All right, we didn't get it done this year. What can we do to possibly put ourselves in a position to get it done? Or we got it done, and it's about to be hard as hell to get it done again the next year. So I think you kind of got to be along that same mindset regardless of whether you win or lose.
And you said...
Hey, man, shout out to Draymond. This is very, very inspirational, actually, interview that he did with this. Let me go up a little bit further up. I seen, there we go. Steph, Chef, Glorious King, Curry, man. Let's see what he got to say in the interview. We won't leave the full thing. Finish off the rest of the other ones. My man, Curry looked tired. Long night.
What's happening?
Bro, I'm sorry, bro. This is the top 5 sports athlete with the most aura of all time. No glaze, bro. Come on, man. Bro. Like, what are the reporters doing? Do you know who you're interviewing? Like, why isn't nobody asking no questions the first 5 seconds? Like, why was there such an awkward, silent moment, bro? Like, and then just the way how calm he was just able to say that, bro. Like, come on. Put respect on Curry wherever he's at, bro. There should be, right now, there should be a question being asked right this second. Like, how the hell, like, nigga, me, I'm not even a reporter. I would have came prepared with at least 38 questions right off the bat. Let me pick one. Like, get it together, media teams.
What's happening?
Yeah. Bonjour, Stéphane. So this is for a French and African TV channel. I don't know if you have a few French words that you brought back from Paris or no?
Nui.
What's that mean?
That's a good start.
I got it.
Well, my question is going to be in English. Actually, it's another Bay Area personality that you support. You endorsed Kamala Harris at the DNC end of August. What is your thought on the campaign? How do you feel 1 month ahead of the election? And what do you expect of tomorrow's vice presidential debate? Everything's political for French people.
No,
you know?
it's all good. Obviously, supporting her is an honor. A sophisticated leader that I, expect and have confidence she can, lead our country and provide, obviously, hope, inspiration, unity. Obviously, there's a lot of tough conversations that need to be addressed in our country and a lot of progress that needs to be made. But a level of decency and humanity at the top from our leadership is a must, and I think she checks that box. I know she has a great opportunity with the rest of the campaign leading up until the actual election to dig into her, politics and the way that she wants to impact our country, in the most powerful office in the world. And I know she'll be able to kind of do that in a meaningful way that provides confidence that she has a great plan. But first and foremost, is she gonna run the entire country and be a leader for everybody? I feel like she checks that box, and you got to start there, and that's why I have confidence in her.
Steph, hi. I know how important your foundation is, which is based in Oakland. You talk about what it means, unfortunately, for the Oakland A's. They just had their last game, and they're the last professional major team to leave the city, and what that means going forward for the city.
Damn, that's crazy. Why all the teams, though, leaving Oakland?
I think overall it's a sad situation because...
that's fact. I don't like that. Like, bro, there needs to be the teams in Oakland. We need the teams in Seattle. Like, bro, that's like low-key even Aura itself, too, bro. I know I'm spamming the Aura word, but, bro, like, if you hear me out, bro, we need the Seattle Sonics back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't even honestly look right with the Raiders being in Las Vegas. It looks better when it was called the Oakland Raiders. And same thing with the Athletics. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't watch baseball, but, like, bro, the Oakland Athletics just sounds a lot more authentic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's going on, man. Is it, like, do people just make different deals and shit, and they just, like, are able to, just like how they trade NBA players, just make a trade with, like, a stadium, and they can just relocate to a different state or city? How does that usually work?
Sports franchises in any city are, to borrow a line from a good friend of mine, it's a sense of hope and inspiration for a community. Whenever you start a year, it's like, a way to galvanize, again, that hope and that unity and that togetherness and having something to look forward to, and not just what it does for the economics of that city and what Oakland has meant to me, is to say the least. It's been huge, just in the way that I came up in this league, and being able to play in front of that front of that fan base for those 10 years, and knowing the history of the A's, the Raiders, and the Warriors there. It sucks, but to your point, around what me and Aisha are trying to do within Oakland, it's a matter of supporting the community that supported us when we were coming up, and making sure that we still plant our flag there and have a significant presence there. But it is unfortunate that there aren't any more professional teams that are representing Oakland. specifically just because of how much history there is around sports and that fandom and that sense of pride of being from Oakland. So I don't know how you kind of work around how tough it is, but for me and Aisha, obviously we want to make sure we continue our work there, especially through the school district, and creating opportunities for the next generation to achieve their full potential. But other than that, you have to admit how sad it is for everybody.
Stefan over here, how you doing, man?
Doing great.
Good. This is for you like the longest offseason you've had in a long time since your very early career. What are the physical, mental, emotional, I guess, benefits to having such a long stretch, and how eager are you to get back on the court to play a basketball game in the NBA?
It's weird because the timing of it, knowing I had the Olympics this summer, it didn't feel like it. It felt like, you're trying to put the piece together why, you're done playing in April.
Curry about to win a championship. He already won a championship for USA in the offseason. He's going to win a championship for the team in the USA 2025. Isn't that inspirational, y'all? Warriors 2025 champion!
Mentally, you're watching playoff basketball, still kind of in that grind of assessing where you are, where you need to be to be one of those teams that are playing into June. And then I took 2 weeks off, started working out, getting ready for the Olympics. Had a 6-week run playing in the Olympics, and these last 4 weeks trying to balance rest and still staying sharp physically and mentally to get ready for a season. So it tested me in a different way. Thankfully, I had the Olympics to look forward to, so I didn't have just 5 months of sitting at home. And I think that'll hopefully allow me to get off to a good start individually. But to your question, I'm super excited to be back. And
hey, man, shout out to Curry. Let's move on. The reporters are asking, like, you know what I'm saying, like, stuff that's not about NBA. Like, we wanted to get the same questions as they was asking Draymond.
He's 100%.
You already know Curry's going to be ready. All right, here we go. We got Simmons of Ben. Will he actually play at least 40 games this NBA season? Or will he be dressed up in fashion on the bench? The world may never know.
And speaking of the devil, Ben Simmons is here with us right now. And Ben, first and foremost, from your mouth, just how are you feeling heading in after that second surgery?
Amazing.
Okay.
Took plenty of time off to get the body right, get through the rehab process, and I'm back playing, so excited to play.
So the plan will be you're available for training camp, and as of right now, you'll be available on opening night.
So compete and play. Yep, ready to go.
We talked to Cam Thomas. We talked to Cam Johnson. We were just discussing this, and they said you at the top and healthy, 100%, is going to make this team work like a well-oiled engine.
I think people forget, me as a player when I'm healthy. I can play basketball. I'm pretty good, right? So.
Well, yes, Simmons, we know that, bro. You just got to show it, bro. Bro, he has the most arrogant responses, dude.
For me, it's just being consistent with that and staying on top of my body and just getting better every day and staying in the gym with these guys.
So when you made your season debut last year, and you almost had a triple-double, you were dominating the game without really even scoring.
Without being 100%.
But that was my thing. So when you look at that and you look at the players around you, and everyone kind of has the nets slotted into where they believe it's going to happen, but it seems like you could be the difference maker. But that going back to that game in particular, you still feel like you have that where you can dominate a game even if you're not scoring.
Definitely. I feel like I just see the game differently. And for me, I feel like my IQ plays a huge role in that. And I'm able to get my guys going, get them open shots, and kind of dictate the pace of the game. So being healthy, being able to attack, being able to score, and do those things.
All right, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I just can't take anything Simmons says seriously, man. Like, it's like, bro, we want to see that, bro. You know what I'm saying? We just want to see that. Please, can you play more than 40 games for us, please? All right, moving on. We got Kyrie!
For sure. Two questions. One, how is your thumb? And then, bigger picture, I know you played with Klay before with Team USA.
Audio.
What was your reaction to finding out that you were going to be teammates full-time with him?
Yeah, well, my hand's a lot better. Unfortunate circumstances, but also I think it was much needed in terms of just how to slow down after a long season like we had. And I was playing, 3 days after we lost in the finals, just because I didn't know how to transition out of just that competitive space. It's been a minute since I've been able to be at that top level, and it hurt a lot. It was disappointing, and all I knew at that time was go to the gym and get some more work in. So I think breaking my hand gave me a lot much needed rest time. It took me about 8 weeks to heal from that. So from about July or so, beginning of July until now, I've just been trying to get back and get into the swing of the rhythm of basketball, and also take more time to rest and recover. Again, the summers are always filled with obligations and responsibilities, and you guys get a brief view on my social media what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm usually busy, and this summer I got a chance to travel with my family to Italy, to Egypt, to Greece. Then I finished my summer in Thailand and China. I had a chance to experience that with my family and my Anta team and other brands that I work with and other great partners. So yeah, my hand's doing well. And then
hey man, that's
your second question, Klay. That was a big splash in the summertime. I was letting kind of you guys, the media, give the excitement and what you guys thought of us all of a sudden becoming a big three now between me, Luka, and Klay. And I think if you ask any of us, we feel like we got better as a team. We got better as a group that has leadership and also experience, especially on that championship stage. It's easy to kind of quote-unquote convince Klay to come here because of just what I had experienced thus far in the past year and a half of just being welcomed and embraced. And I don't mean that cliche. I mean that truthfully here in the South, in Dallas. Southern hospitality is real. This team does a great job of protecting you, not just on the court, but off the court. And they go out of their way to make sure you feel special, and again, I don't mean to be cliche, but not every NBA team is the same. And I think being here in Dallas gave him an outsider's view of just what it could be like for him. So I'm excited that he decided to come here, decided that he decided to commit to us for the next few years. And I feel like our dreams can be possible because he's here now and he's added some great value to our championship aspirations.
Wow. Hey, well explained, Carrie. It's very hard to understand this audio, guys. Sorry.
And welcome to Dallas.
All right, here's Klay's first official media day with the Dallas Mavericks, man. Just was so awkward not seeing him in a Warriors uniform no more, bro. Number 31.
Well, what are your new teammates like, and how has the city welcomed you so far?
Well, as far as being welcomed to the city, it's been awesome. Started with Dirk Nowitzki's foundation charity tennis tournament, and that was really cool to see the fandom out there, and especially the love he generates in this city because of what he's done and the statue that's erected because of what he's done. Then second part, the team has been amazing. I've had a great time getting to know each one of these guys, and last week was great. We got some great pickup games going, and tomorrow will be so exciting as far as first day of camp.
That's awesome. One of the first guys to reach out to you after the sign-in trade was Kyrie Irving, and you've obviously faced him on the most elite level of basketball competition. You've had to hate him a lot. Now you have to love him as your new teammate. What has that relationship growth been like from the moment that you became a Dallas Maverick to now?
It's really cool. It's like full circle. I mean, we came in the league together, class 2011, played USA teams together, won gold medals, played against each other in 3 straight finals. So
what the fuck was that? Is everybody all right back there?
Played against each other in 3 straight finals. So
what was that, bro?
Big lion roar back there.
At least someone's excited for media.
Yeah, I can't generate that much energy.
What the hell's going on in the Mavericks, bro?
I'm not a morning guy.
No, we're getting close.
Yeah. So it's really cool to be teammates with Kai.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. This is scary. I'm about to click off this, bro. What they got going in the Mavericks behind the scenes, bro? Who's screaming like that? Because I don't see no basketball courts or nothing, no games being played. Who's screaming like that? And for what?
People punishing people, making people feel guilt for sending help to Luka and Kyrie excite you the most when you think about like catch and shoot opportunities for 2 of the best ball handlers and scorers off the dribble in this league?
Absolutely. I mean, that's what was so attractive as far as this being a destination to play was Kai and Luka's ability to cause gravity and on-ball gravity, that is, and suck the defense in. And I'll be on the perimeter willingly ready to shoot and just be a great teammate and, help alleviate that pressure those two see on a nightly basis. That's what I'm here for.
Going from Coach Kerr to Coach Kidd is so interesting. Coach Kerr, one of the most respected coaches in the league, and then Coach Kidd, all the players talk about is how transparent he is and how honest he is and how he allows the players to really lead. What has your relationship been like with him so far, and what do you look forward to with him being your new leader?
I look forward to learning from him. I mean, anybody who grew up watching the NBA knows how great and Jason Kidd was and what he's done for basketball, especially his mind for the game is second to none. And then I look forward to, just our relationship growing, and he's been able to help this team get to the championship, and hopefully we can all collectively help each other hoist that Larry O'Brien trophy. And that's why I came here, was to have big goals and big dreams, and Jay Kidd, he encourages that. So
that's really exciting to be a part of, honestly, and I can't wait to learn from him. He's one of the greatest point guards ever, and he's got one of the greatest minds in basketball history.
Well, Klay, we can't wait to watch you as a Mav. Thanks for stopping by.
Okay, thank you. I'm excited.
Hey, man, shout out to Klay, man. Going on?
What's going on, y'all?
You got Zion? I thought he was skinnier.
What's
Is this muscle he gained more or what?
The whole summer. I got some work to do, man. Got some work to do.
You've, I mean, this is year 6 for you. Just, what's your perspective? Not really, I don't know, you're still young, but not being like a super young guy in the NBA anymore.
That's crazy. I was thinking about that on my way over to Smoothie King. I was like, I'm 24 and I'm in year 6. But thank God for that. Still excited to still be a Pelican. And I'm excited for another year.
What was your perspective on the DeJounte Murray trade? How long have you gotten to know him? How long have you known him, that kind of thing?
So I already had like a relationship with DeJounte before he got traded here. And since he's, been a part of the team, on and off the court, he's shown why he's an important piece, like, already. So I'm glad we got that piece and looking to build off that.
DeJounte, just overall, what's your feel about just where the roster is now, some of the changes y'all made over the summer, and just where the team is going into the season?
I'm excited where we're at, and I think training camp will be kind of I'm not gonna say a tell-all, but kind of let us know where we are as a team.
And you guys did it a lot towards the end of last season, but a lot of talk has been small ball, just the amount of perimeter plays you guys have. Just what do you think about what the team will look like when y'all have some of those small ball units on the floor?
I feel like in the past we've always excelled with some of our small ball units. So, like I said, I think training camp will kind of be a start to where we are as a team in terms of like the roster and stuff.
This was really like the first offseason maybe since when you went to Duke that you get to really just focus on basketball. There hasn't been any talk about Zion off the court. There hasn't been talk about contracts, any of those things. For you mentally, what has this offseason been for you and in your approach to the game again and just getting ready for this season?
It was a breath of fresh air to experience a summer like that. Like you said, be able to really lock in on basketball, really break down film, work on different things while in the gym. Working smarter was kind of the main goal for the season.
I guess if you could, obviously, we talked about the history. You're still so young, but all the fanfare, everything coming in, just your determination to make some noise this year. I mean, it's crazy to think. I think sometimes for people like you've never actually played in a playoff game. Just kind of goals for yourself and how important it is to finally do something in the postseason.
Goals for me would be, have a successful season as a team, and finally participate in the playoffs. Those would be my kind of 2 goals for this year.
In your camp at Spartanburg this first of all, how was that?
It was great. Thank you for asking.
Secondly, there was a quote that came from the camp about just your fitness level, how you want to get down around the 270, just heading into the season. Just where are you at physically overall in general? How do you feel about kind of the approaches you take in the summer?
I feel like I'm in a great spot. Always room for improvement. And I feel like, honestly, once you kind of get into the stride of the NBA season, I feel like by game 20, I will be in like full season shape.
If you could, Griff, maybe expanding your game. Obviously, we all know what you do so well. I mean, the game against the Lakers last year was kind of showing off, it almost seemed like. But what are you working on? Or what areas can you continue to still, I guess, produce and show my game still has tremendous growth?
Kind of taking what the defense gives me, but not because they gave me the shot, but because, I saw the look they tried to give, and I found the spot, and I got to it. That's why that kind of goes back to when I said just working smarter, not trying to force my way into something. Just, see what the defense, how they're guarding, and then work from there.
See, what do you feel like this elite level of conditioning that you reach at, that you're striving for, is going to be able to do for your game?
I feel like whenever I'm in great condition, I feel like my play on both ends of the floor is a high level, not just on one.
Have you had conversations with the coach about being like the sole big on the floor, and not like you haven't at all in the past, but kind of doing that more this year and what that means for you?
Can you repeat that question?
Have you had conversations with the coach about like kind of expanding your role as being the main big on the floor? Obviously last year you were on forward service and the fourth areas. This year you might be.
All right, there's hella static in here.
What does that mean for you? How you guys got into that?
Nah, we haven't really dove too much into that, and I'm a basketball player. I don't even. You gotta work what you got. Like if we don't have those bigs you're talking about, we just gotta work what we got. That's why.
Shout out to Zion, man. He's gonna have an amazing NBA season, but these guys ain't making the playoffs, bro. That just sounds like an attitude. They're not even prepared. They don't even know their own plays. Oh man, that was hilarious. All right, man. Now we got more NBA Media Day, but on Twitter edition, you know what I'm saying? Just scrolling through, you know, and then we'll wrap up everything. You see, I guess it's supposed to be a meme. A New York basketball page posted, everyone's smiling today, but OG in a booty. I wonder what's going on with OG in a booty. Did he find out he's not starting or what? This is NBA Centel. Because I know there's like one page that's like, you know, they'd be posting fake news. So I think this is the real one, right? Like the one that, yeah, it's a parody account. So obviously this isn't real. That Tatum did. You have Wemby and CP3. First official look. Yo, this is crazy, the height difference, yo. Wet Bananas and CP3. Hey, man, bro, I hope, you know what I'm saying, they at least make the play-in. You know what I'm saying? Because Wemby already had an amazing season last year. I think he finished off, like, what, top 3 in the MVP race. So, bro, he's going to have another amazing season. And he actually has a real point guard that's going to pass the ball. NBA Centel is on the roll today. This is obviously a real photo. You have Zach LaVine and Nikola Vujovic are looking hyped for NBA Media Day. Oh, boy. Why are they doing them like this, man? Yeah, I mean, I don't see the Bulls winning more than 25 games this NBA season. Now, I ain't gonna lie. This looks bad. This looks bad. Obviously, you know, this is a parody account, but, bro, this is a real photo. This is a Photoshop. Obviously, they probably got photo 1 out of like 175 different photos that they took, but that doesn't look good. All right, you have first glance at the Memphis Big Five. I'm going to be honest with you. You got Jaja, you got the Edney dude who's pretty solid, and then JJ. I mean, you know, you got other 2 consistent casuals, but this is not no Big Five. All right? Well, it did say new 5. I thought I said Big 5, so my bad. All right, you got more NBA Centel posts. CJ McCollum on NBA Media Day. There ain't no CJ McCollum, right? All right, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. We gonna have to block NBA Centel this NBA season, man. I'm not gonna go another year with seeing some fake news, bro. Because, dog, this actually looked like CJ McCollum for a second. Who the hell is this? Like father, like son? Bronny and LeBron James? And then you have some more behind-the-scenes exclusivity photos. So inspirational, man. That's fire. That's fire. Year 22, actually, not 23. I thought it was 21. Bro, 22 years in the NBA. LeBron is literally having the longest longevity in NBA history. I don't think nobody will be able to replicate this, man. This is absolutely insane. You got Wet Bananas, another photo spot. I ain't gonna lie. Wemby look like he been lifting, bro. He's been taking that advice. All I literally said Wemby needed to do is lift more and eat more throughout the entire day or throughout the week, bro. Literally have that accountable like build is going to be a huge problem. And then you have more exclusive NBA Memphis Grizzlies.
Might as well give me a seat.
Looking serious. How far do you think the Grizzlies are going into playoffs this year? You think they're going to make it? I think they're going to make it. I don't think after the first round, though. All right, so you have the Phoenix Buns. We have Booker of Devon.
Yeah, I mean, Al is the historian of this franchise. He was here from day one, and somebody that I grew super close to over time, somebody that I view as a really good friend of mine, and obviously tough for all of us. But, you know, he's embedded in this culture and in this city forever.
Okay, I don't know what he's talking about. He says on the passing of Al McCoy and the jerseys patched the Suns will be wearing to honor McCoy. R.I.P. Al McCoy. I did not know this happened. And also, I just remembered, too, Dikembe actually passed away, too, everybody. R.I.P. to Dikembe Mutombo, too. He passed away from brain cancer. Very, very sad.
Yeah,
and then here's others, Booker, of what he's talking about. Of McCoy.
It means a lot to me. You know, I heard rumblings of getting Shazam on there. You know, I think that would have been iconic. yeah, I think it's my job to further communicate to the guys that haven't been here, you know, how important this patch is and how much it means to the city. And we're going to wear it with great honor.
Oh, I just noticed that because I was seeing what he was talking about with the patch, but it actually says Al on there and everything like that. That's really cool, man. That's cool. We got Luka Doncic, you know what I'm saying, ready for another NBA season. And then you had the official starting lineup for the Los Angeles Lakers. Bench D-Lo, you're supposed to be starting Bronny. What y'all doing, Lakers? If y'all want more ticket sales, you want some free game, start Bronny. You know what I'm saying? D-Lo, you know how D-Lo is, man. But, hey, how do y'all feeling about the Lakers starting lineup? And you have Gary Trent's new shoes, the Givenchy TK. What are these? TK 360s? How are y'all feeling about these? Are y'all hoopers gonna be rocking these? Oh, this is actually Givenchy, like the designer. Is that like the first time that has actually been like a designer have an actual like shoe? That'll be funny and cool at the same time if Gucci and Louis comes out with like an NBA like shoe deal or something like that. If they haven't already had one. But how do y'all feel about these? Year 20 for CB3. You have the Wizards, Kuzma with the comments for Media Day.
Christy Winter-Scott, Monumental Sports Network, and discuss how the team has felt chemistry-wise since you've been here working out with them and over the summer when you had a couple of stints working out with the new group.
Yeah, this is the best team I've been around from a standpoint of like chemistry, camaraderie, character. Since I've been in Washington, I think everybody here is very similar because we all love basketball. I think the young guys that the front office drafted are phenomenal in that aspect. They fit right in along with everybody from a standpoint of getting along and being a part of something. And the vets that they brought in as well, Malcolm, Jonas, to name a couple, are on that same type of time too. So, you know, I expect some good vibes this year.
Okay. Will the Wizards actually make the playoffs this year? Hell no.
Just to double back on just the personnel and the pieces that look like.
Wow, we're really running right now. Really, I think just being in the gym with the team in September, a lot of these guys, I've told BK that, like, wow, we're really running right now, really, really fast. And I think that.
Okay, you guys are winning 10 games. All right, we got some more. We already seen that already. Yeah, Barrett.
You're right.
What's up?
Not much, man. How important, or why was it important for you to go to Spain so quickly after the Olympics? And what did your already good relationship with Darko grow over the time you spent in the summer?
It was interesting. I actually, honestly, right after we lost, I was on the bus on the way back to the hotel, and I called Gemma right away, actually. So we got it figured out, you know, pretty quickly. And just, this is the Raptors, man. This is my team, this is my home. Like, I wanted to be there with my teammates. You know, we have a lot of new faces, a lot of rookies coming in. And you know, I was new to the team. I was only been here for half the year, so just continuing to try to build the relationships with people here, continue to learn the system, and just, like I said, what Coach wants us to do so that, you know, I could be better. Also, the guys could see me, hear my voice, my leadership, and just, you know, I wanted to show that, you know, if I can, like, have just played in the Olympics and still showed up and, you know, and be there with the guys, like, you know, just trying to show that I'm here and I'm all in.
All right. So what you had to say there. You got some more, you got the GTA dude flicking up with inflated basketballs. And then you got the big three officially for the Philadelphia 76ers. All right. Year 5 for the Ant-Man. I ain't gonna lie, his shoes are cold as hell. I gotta cop me some AEs. All right, we seen the Phoenix Buns media day already. No way, bro. This isn't Jimmy Butler. This is Photoshop, right? All right, you got Media Day. Any more that we're missing out on? You got John Edney, post up. You have the Denver Nuggets official photo. Westbrook, Murray. You got DeAndre Jordan, and of course, where's Jokic at? All right, anything else? You got the Celtics.
You shaved?
Whoa!
Calling me already. The beard is
What
gone.
the hell? Bro, shave the beard.
You shaved?
Beard. People been calling me already. The beard is gone.
What y'all Celtics fans think of Brown's new look? And then you had, okay, I knew that was a fake picture of Butler, had to be. Jimmy Butler actually pulled up the Media Day normal this year, okay? You got the Rockets, Jalen Green.
Obviously, talking about playoffs is the goal. Does it feel different coming to this year, and why might this be the year that you guys are able to reach that goal there?
It does feel different. You know, we actually got goals set, and we see it. Like, we did it. We did it last season. I mean, obviously, we didn't accomplish playoffs, but we got a taste of, like, what it feels to fight for something like that. And, you know, I think the motivation is there. The hunger is there. So, yeah, I think that's really what the difference is. Like, we fighting for something.
All right.
Obviously
talking about playoff.
I think Jalen Green's going to have another good season this year. Last season, I think he averaged about, 17, 20 points. He's been living up way far, through expectations, through, the NBA draft. I already knew he was going to be fire in the NBA. You've seen the way he played with his, highlights and stuff through, Ball Is Life and stuff like that throughout pandemic. So it's not surprising how it's transferring over to the NBA. Rockets low-key have some pieces. You got Jalen Green, and then you got Shampoo. You got the Jabari Smith dude. I think they got the point guard. They got Fred Valet. So I ain't gonna lie, the Rockets need to make the playoffs this year. They got a lot of weapons, and, you know what I'm saying, I think the oldest guy on the team is Fred Valet. Like, a lot of their dudes are, young and stuff. And then you also got my man, the man Washington on there. We follow each other on social. Same with the man KJ, Kenya Martin Jr. We follow each other on social media. Can't forget about my niggas there. You know what I'm saying? So, they got a lot of pieces. So I feel like the Rockets really can be at least a 5-game first-round playoff series squad. And then you got Rotisserie, who was the #1 overall pick for the Atlanta Hawks. Do you think he's going to live up to expectations? Posted up with Trae Young. Then you got the Pelican squad posted up. They, looking right there. And then you got KPJ, who's officially back in the NBA. You see some behind-the-scenes stuff you guys don't remember. He had some, off-season or off-court issues with that one WNBA player and stuff like that. They basically blackballed him for a full year. He had to play overseas. And now he's officially back in the NBA for a second chance. How do you guys feel about that? You think he's going to have the same similar skill asset? I believe he was close enough to making an all-star team before all of that stuff happened. And then you have Vasquez Jr., Jaquez Jr., excuse me, I'm sorry. He's a pretty solid NBA player. He's with the Miami Heat, flicking up, taking snaps. Then you got the man Ionis. He's officially left the Golden State Warriors and now with the Philadelphia 76ers. Best of wishes to him playing with the Sixers. You see some more rookie photos and stuff like that. And then anything else? Okay, here's some finally Warriors. I'm like, where they at? The Kamunga has some new, new look. Do you think he's going to come out dominating Warriors fans? I think so. Looks like he means business. You have some more Phoenix Buns behind the scenes. You have Kevin Durant, Book of Devin, and Bill Bradley posted up. All right, and then you see Charlotte. You got LaMelo. And then you got Miles Bridges during Media Day. All right, looks like they're having a great time. You think the Hornets are going to make the playoffs? Hell no. They're going to win no more than 15 games. But I'm excited to see how LaMelo comes right back off that injury. He's one of actually my favorite players in the NBA, top 15 favorite players. So definitely want to see him, stay healthy and perform right. More exclusive photos from the Pelicans. Then you got the more exclusive Buns behind the scenes. Got Booker back there. Then you got Bill. Looks like he's falling asleep, not listening to the damn thing this guy's saying. That's messed up, Bill. Obviously, it's all jokes. They probably took a off-centered snapshot of him and stuff like that. Just got to say those things, you know what I'm saying? Because some of these NBA, you know what I'm saying, the fan base really be taking things seriously sometimes. You got Add the Mail says
Would it be?
He likes winning.
I like winning. As simple as that is, like winning should motivate you. Winning feels great. Like being able to be, you know, top dog at something, no matter if it's checkers, dominoes, NBA.
This man's talking about some checkers.
But being able to, you know, long story short, just win.
I mean, it's part of the game. You play to win a game. All right, we got any more photos? I think that's about it. And we'll see what Donica got to say and we'll wrap it up.
Everybody. I miss everybody. Hello. Summer was good?
Yes. How about you?
We can go around. Each person answers. Just today.
Donic's so unserious, man. Think he's going to have a beast mode season after, you know what I'm saying, coming up short in the NBA Finals? And then we got a lot of hardware for Brown and Jalen with the NBA Media Day. All right, y'all. I think we covered about just everything in this Media Day. How do y'all feel about everything? And who do y'all think is going to win the official NBA championship come 2025? Comment down below, claim your team, make it official.